on, everyone? Got a brand new movie review for you guys today, and today I'm discussing Shawn Anders' new film, Instant Family. Family is directed by Shawn Anders and also written by Shawn Anders and John Morris, and the film tells the story about a couple finding themselves in over their heads when they decide to adopt 3 children. Now, this film stars Mark Wahlberg, Rose Byrne, and Isabella Moner, who was most notably is going to be Dora the Explorer, and was also most notably in Sicario earlier this year. Now, this was a movie I was kind of looking forward to. I heard some little good buzz about it, and I gotta say this, I got to meet Shawn Anders, and I'm actually a big fan of him. I love that he wrote She's Out of My League. I love that him and John Morris wrote this. I think it's just a brilliant rom-com, and they've written some other good films too. Now, don't get me wrong, I did not like Daddy's Home 2 last year. I liked the first one, but I didn't like the second one. I thought the second one was kind of just to me, but I gotta say, Instant Family is a very thoughtful, heartwarming comedy, and I would be saying this even if I didn't meet the guy. I mean, the guy was great to meet. He was such a nice, pleasant surprise, and you guys can go find an interview that I actually did with him over on my channel, but I just thought he was great. I thought he was but I just thought the film was thoughtful. It was heartwarming, and yeah, it's cliche at times, but it just felt so passionate behind it, because Shawn Anders, actually, this is based on some of real life events from him and other foster families that he's met. Him and his wife adopted 3 kids, and you feel the passion behind this movie. You can feel that him and his buddy decided to make this film because they want to push this out there, that foster care is needed to be, and that these kids do need a home. And I loved seeing all the little elements and getting a little bit know of him. It's cool to see how much of Instant Family, see how much this film really is true to the foster care, and seeing how they show the teenagers off to the side in one scene, and no one really wants to talk to them, and he was saying that this is real, and it feels real. The film feels realistic. Things I appreciated so much about this movie is that the thing I didn't really like about Daddy's Home 2 was it just went too off the walls. It was too wacky, and I don't mind my comedies being wacky at all, but I feel like the strongest part about this movie was the fact that, yeah, some of the moments can be a little bit wacky, but you can believe that the parents would do these things. You can believe the kids would do these things because they feel so realistic in what's going on, and all the humor falls in those realistic manners, and it turns out to be a very realistic, thoughtful family comedy that, yes, I will say, does say the F word at one point, but it's a family comedy. Most families do sometimes run amok and say the F word at one point, or run amok and say a curse word at one point, but it works. And I think this is a film that parents can entertain themselves while watching with their children, and their children can also have a lot of fun moments in here. I thought Mark Wahlberg did a great job, and usually when he gets all fast talking, all like, hey, I'm Mark Wahlberg, I can do this, I can do that, it kind of gets annoying, but it actually works so well for this film, and the script, he eats it up. And Rose Byrne's the same way. Rose Byrne is like one of the most underrated frickin' actors in Hollywood, and I just love when she shows up and everything. She just has a charismatic personality to her, and I just love seeing her when she pops up in these kind of movies, and she just so well in here, and her and Mark Wahlberg's bonding and the relationship just works overall. But one of the big important parts of this film is the children. If child actors don't work in the role, the film at times can fall apart, but I felt like all the kid actors actually worked brilliant in here. Isabella is gonna be one of the most up-and-coming actors coming today. She shows a lot of raw emotion in here when there are emotional parts. This film, at times, will make you tear up. It will make you laugh, and it will make you sometimes cry, I guess. I didn't totally get to the point of crying, but I know that it will. This, I know people who have been through foster care. I know people who have tried to adopt people, and I know people who have gone through this. And talking to them, it just felt like I was just getting to know them more. Even though I wasn't personally with them, but I was watching a movie, and I love when movies can make me do that, where they don't feel informative, they don't feel like preachy over the head, but they're informing me still about something that needs to be said, and I just loved all the passion that Shawn Anders put into it. I think this is easily his best directed film. It's probably one of his best written films with John Morris, and it just overall was a very entertaining time that had heartwarming elements, and I think if you're gonna go see a film with your family on Thanksgiving, Instant Family is one of the best films I can say to go see, that and Green Book specifically. All that said, I'm going to give Instant Family a B. Very surprised by this film. I didn't know what to expect from it. I thought the trailers were cute, but I found myself laughing. I found myself smiling and leaving the theater with a big smile and grin on my face. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on Instant Family, so let's discuss it down below in the comments. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are on Instant Family. Are you guys looking forward to this? Are you not? Let's talk about it down below in the comments, and tell me. I'd really like to hear it. Are you a part of the foster care? Do you know anyone that is? Let's hear some stories down below in the comments. I can't wait to talk with you guys. So guys, if you guys are new here, hit up Sandwich on Films also down below, because right down there you guys can get into advanced movie screens. You can check out some movie news, news, and even some movie reviews. Guys, of course, until next time, stay classy.